Hey YouTubers, and welcome back to Tony the Technician channel. And today we're going to be going back into the third gen, and in the previous video you guys saw the Hawks 8.8 rear end that I decided to go with. Went over the options that I went with and everything as far as that. And today we're going to be looking at the brake kit that I went with. And if you guys know Hawks Motorsports and the 8.8 rear end, they have a huge drop down menu of the different brake kits that you can get with the rear end. Well, they have Wilwood and Bayer and possibly some others, but I wanted to go with Wilwood because that's what I have on the front of the vehicle, so I wanted to match the rear. Well, out of all their options, there was one that I wanted, but after measuring my rim like 8 times, there was either going to be zero clearance or very, very, very little clearance, which I didn't feel safe with. Plus, I was measuring the inside of the rim with a string and measuring that, and didn't want to be off and then come to find out it not fit. I have 15-inch Dark Star Race Star wheels. So I actually ended up talking to Hawks and contacting Wilwood, and I basically got their kit that I was going to select, but the low profile version. So it fits rims as small as 14s. So it should fit very well inside of this 15-inch rim and look really good. So I'll share with you the kit that I went with, some of the other things that I picked up for the rear end as far as brake lines and things like that. I really hope you guys enjoy. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, anything like that, maybe I don't mention something, please feel free to drop a comment down below. And if you guys enjoy, please make sure to hit that thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Let's get into this. So here's basically everything that I've ordered. The brake kit itself actually came with the rear end. It's something I purchased with the rear end. It was a big bundle deal. But I also purchased a couple other items. The brake kit I went with is the Dynapro low profile rear parking brake kit with 11-inch diameter vented rotor, and this part number 140-11398, and this is just kind of like the instructions and everything. The backing plate, caliper mount, parking brake assembly, all of that is already installed on the rear end, so you guys can see that there. They do that during assembly, so you don't have to worry about that. I ordered this kit. I gave the part number to Hawks. Hawks ordered it from Wilwood, had it delivered straight to them so they could have the backing plate and all of that so they could get it installed. So that was super easy. I didn't have to worry about getting this kit, sending it to Hawks or anything like that. So I'll just kind of show you everything that's included. So here are the rotors, drilled and slotted rotors, and they are black. Once, get some use, these will, go down to the original material, but the rest will stay painted black so it'll look nice. And then if you guys haven't seen, there's my front brake kit there. And then in here is where the parking brake assembly will basically be at. This is a top hat or a drum in rotor or brake assembly. It's got multiple different names, but it's basically there's a drum brake as far as the parking brake that use the inside portion of this rotor, and then the actual braking is using the clamping force on the actual outside portion of the rotor. So, and the rotors are 160-11377-BK for the black, and then the calipers are 120-16190RD for the red, and these are 4-piston calipers. You have a bleed screw on both sides, so they're universal to whatever side of the vehicle you put it on. Actually, it has 4, 2 for each side. And then you got your locking pins for the brake pads. And then here's kind of inside and a close-up look. Should match the front really nicely. So 2 rotors, 2 calipers, and then another thing I ordered with the rear end and the brake kit is the Wilwood universal parking brake cable set. This set is basically a full universal kit that will run from your parking brake handle or pedal, depending on your vehicle, and run down to the junction underneath the vehicle, and then it'll split from 1 cable to 2 cables and go to each side of the vehicle. Well, we're just gonna be basically using the 2 cables at the splitter because I'm going to leave the stock parking brake cable that runs from the actual handle down to the trans tunnel, and then we'll go from there with this kit, and I'll show the installation of that and the rear end and everything, so stay tuned. But this parking brake assembly kit is 330 9371. And you're gonna get your different hardware and your cables and all of that, and then it'll come with instructions on how to install it depending on whether you're using it for drum brakes or disc brakes. And then you got your Wilwood brake pads, and then you have your adapter, your rotor registration ring adapter, and this basically will go inside of the rotor here, just like so. And then it'll center on the hub or the axle on the rear end. And then I do actually have hub-centric rims, and I've already checked the hub ring to make sure that it fits and everything fits nicely. So this should go in without an issue. And both of these, the brake pads and the rotor registration ring, both came with the kit. The only thing that came separate that I ordered was the parking brake assembly and the flex lines here. But the part number on this is 300-11337. And then this came with it as well. This is the caliper mounting hardware and everything. You got your shims and washers and bolts. Part number 230-11861. And then this I had to order. I specifically got the Hawks stainless brake lines, as you can see here. Well, those run to basically where the lower control arm mounts, and then it's all hardline. Starts in the middle at the Y, splits off to go to each end, stops at the lower control arm mount, and then I needed a flex line to adapt from that hard stainless steel line to the actual caliper. And if I'm not mistaken, it was M10 bubble flare to a 1/8 inch NPT, which isn't normal. I think the ends on my stainless lines were different than normal. Not sure what happened there, but I couldn't use the one that was recommended for a 3rd gen Camaro. I had to actually get this one, 220-16016, and this is actually for a BMW E36 or M3 from 95 to 99. So basically it comes with two 10-inch, I believe, flex line, and then you have your adapters here. So you have this adapter here, and then here are some 45-degree ones. This is for the caliper side, and then this side will run to the hard stainless steel brake line on the other side. So basically this is everything I will need in order to assemble the brakes on the rear end. I'm gonna get the rear end installed first, and then I'll start with installing the brake kit after everything's installed. I don't wanna take the chance having the brakes mounted up already and all of that, and then having issues or worrying about damaging anything trying to get it in. So I'm gonna worry about installing this brake kit when I'm all done with the rear end. But stay tuned for these videos. I'll have the parking brake assembly cable video coming, the rear end install, as well as rear coilovers, rear panhard bars, sway bars, the exhaust. I mean, I got a lot of videos coming to finish up this build, and then the brake kit will come as well. So if you guys enjoyed, please make sure to hit that thumbs up. Leave a comment down below of your guys' thoughts, or if you guys have any questions on any of this, if I forgot any part numbers or anything like that, please feel free to drop a comment down below. And as always, if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. See you guys next time.